Hi friends, welcome to Making the Most with MG. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you ask your child something and they give you that short one-word answer and you really want to know more, but they're just not being the most forthcoming with information? Well, it may not be that they're not interested in talking to you. It could be that your question needs a little beefing up. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to ask open-ended questions so that you can get more information when you speak to your child. The type of question you're asking has everything to do with the response the other person could potentially give you. So, if you were asking a close ended question, the only answer that they can give you is yes or no, or just one or two words, versus an open ended question, which allows the person answering to elaborate and to use critical thinking skills before they give you their response. Okay, so if I ask you, did you have a good day today? What type of response could you give me? Yes or no? That's what makes it a close ended question. Pretty much, you're asking a question, you're getting a direct response, which is very short, and then the person moves on. Now, if you wanted to engage in more conversation, instead of asking it that way, you could instead say, tell me about the most exciting thing that happened to you today. What that's doing is forcing the person who's listening to the question to engage their brain, think back and reflect on their day, and then tell you a response. And based upon how they respond, you can then ask questions, follow ups. You could have comments that you want to add in. And that is how you begin to engage in conversation versus those close ended short questions. Every time you ask an open ended question, you're helping your child's development. So, first, there's the language piece. So, there's interpreting, there's being able to communicate with their words, but also cognitively. So, their brain development, they're learning problem solving, critical thinking, creativity. Every time you ask them a question that goes beyond a yes, a no, a good, a bad type of response. So instead of saying, are you building a spaceship right now? You can say, hey, it looks like you're building a spaceship. Can you tell me about how you made it? And that is going to then encourage them to think, to respond. And studies actually show us that engaging children with back and forth conversation is more beneficial to brain development than just using flashcards to teach them words. So before you ask a question, think about how openly your child can respond. And if it is more close ended, think about how you can rephrase it before you ask it. This is going to help get the dialogue flowing, the conversation going. And if you want to have a lot of fun and just ask some random weird questions, you can go online and Google table talk topics for kids, and you'll get some crazy questions. Then kids love to be able to think creatively. You can find questions like, if you were going to outer space and you could only bring one thing with you, what would it be and why? And that's a good conversation starter right there, so that you can expand the dialogue beyond just the one or two word answers. So I can't wait to see you next time. Until then, have a great day and stay safe.